Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone out there. Welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 2, Round 1, where we will see Sinister and Void face it off in our first set. As the Hillbilly, we have Move heading towards Shack now, seeing if he can find first chase on the survivors. Now, it seems like he's not brought Corrupt Intervention on the Billy, and I think this is an interesting choice. Gas Heaven is quite a large map, and therefore the Corrupt Intervention would usually get quite a lot of value. But how about the other perks, Vino? What do you think about them?
I mean, I feel like the auto puts are pretty solid, and also I want to add on to like your opinion on corrupt is the fact that considering how good Billy's power is and the potential to get cross map snipes off of Rip and quick downs, I feel like corrupt's not really that useful. And I've seen a lot of Billies in Blood Rush League just choose to like forgo the corrupt entirely because they know they can just get quick downs, and if they brought corrupt, that would just leave them with 3 bucks very early on. Straight up Rip if they get a cross map, so they're pretty much getting punished for playing well if they bring corrupt in as the Hillbilly, I feel.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that most of the time, but remember, this is a tournament setting, so every second of chase matters, and this Fang is going on a wonderful first chase, playing this unsafe 4 lane, greeting the power as well, but will finally go down. This is a very good first chase, and also managing to make an edge map, so it won't really be any mid hooks.
Yeah, we're just electing to pull our chain, so once again electing to play more aggressive, fully breaking away from our going towards 11, and we see gen particles, meaning that someone has been on it. We also see scratches in main, meaning that someone could be trying to cross for pull early, so we are probably gonna go back to the hook right now.
It seems like um, Moof agrees, seeing the scratchies at the back of main, thinking maybe it is the Deliverance survivor who will be stealthing for the pool, but nevertheless understands, okay, I can't find the survivor, I will leave now, and instead finds no Mither survivor, no Mither, actually one of the more popular perks that have been brought into comp because Billy's power is just very heavily slugging. Um, so the idea is you want to get into a 3v1 and then just slug your way to a 4K. And yeah, we will just see, instead of returning back to the hook on the injured Fang, and will be on first hook as well, um, opting to just tunnel out the Nova the Survivor. So I think Move kind of knows what they're doing in terms of, well, what's the game plan for later? Get them no middle out right now, and that's the strategy they're deciding to go with.
Yeah, get no mind out and start a slug first and get a quick little 4K yet. I feel like that's the meta strat for any comp Billy right now, no matter the map. And we're on our Fang right now, Fang playing a little bit of a filler here. I don't... Oh, we're hitting an invisible hitbox there, unfortunate.
Yeah, this filler is actually quite strong, but the Fang was on the wrong side of this filler. It seems like now Moof is playing a little bit impatient, and the Fang is managing to get additional time, but nice little mind game on this filler allows the ability to get a chainsaw on the Fang. And this Fang was hooked already, so it'll be the second hook. And not one gen is popped yet, so I think maybe Moof would just decide to tunnel out Fang here because it's just an easier target than trying to find no Mither survivor who could be anywhere at this point.
Yeah, we're just choosing to go for freshes, breaking away our short wall jumper jump palette, and now Swav is pretty much zoned. This is going to be an M1 at the very least here. We're not electing to use pop, we're just electing to fully commit into our chase here. Ooh, and this is going to be possibly a quick down, but how 1v1 playing this perfectly,
Incredible
dodging out.
life.
Yeah, incredible life into dodge, really, really good stuff. And
And
another
yeah, with
dodge.
this ace, every second that's bought is quite critical here as we saw the unhook happen and the reset happen onto our Feng, who is the Death Hook survivor. And yeah, this ace was doing a wonderful job in the jungle gym against a Billy with the pallet already broken. That is going to buy enough time for the first generator to complete as well. So very well done to the ace managing to play that jungle gym. But he'll be slapped on hook and we'll get a bit of value from Whirling Tremors, actually one of the few perks that is allowed in this league that blocks generators, and an immediate unhook will happen. So not really being able to use the pop at all this entire game, because as well the ruin is still up.
Just going around wide and Dub Trouble just vaulting back into the tower here. I think this has the potential to be a quick down. We've got nothing to work with here after all, but Our killer here just electing to leave doesn't go back to its shack, and we do catch up 2 survivors, one of which is which is just injured, and while Feng wrapping back in to get the stun, really nice. I'm not getting a tag on the Feng, unfortunate. And we're
Our
going
Billy
back to
right now has the overdrive. So yeah, completely correct. Going back towards our Yui here, who has Sprint Burst, just popped it. Now this Yui was in a complete dead zone, which is why I think our Billy decided to go back and try and exploit the little last bits of overdrive. And I think because this filler palette is broken, you will see a quick down and see if there's any juking here.
Yeah, we do see some
Beautiful
jerking.
crouch
Also,
tech.
I don't think the pallet was even broken, it just straight up did not spawn.
I believe, well, nevertheless, that pallet's not here anymore, and this Yui will be going down after that first crouch tech and being slapped onto the hook near main. This is the last fresh hook of the trial. Everyone has been hooked at least once at this point, and the Fang is also death hook, which I think will be one of the points which our Billy will try and pressure, because getting a kill right now would be quite impressive because yeah, the 3 gens left. Even though one just popped in the distance, these gens seem to be going slowly, but um, I don't know what the gens on the other side of the map are like.
Oh, I'm not sure what quad swinging it, a little bit impatient, but that's fine. We'll be going for M2 onto Dub, and we will get the down despite the crouch tech attempt. So now Dub will be on death hook as well, so we will have 2 death hooks in short order. And I might have noticed that Dub was our daily player as well, pretty good stuff. But now with 6 stages on board and 3 gens, well on our way to 4K2 or 4K1 here. We didn't tunnel No Miter off of Rip, which is a bit interesting. Our No Miter still has 2 stages left in him, and as I say all of this, we have a 3rd gen popping, so you know, the pressure's starting to mount on our killer player a little bit, and as I say that, we do see Dub getting pulled up, electing the SB towards main, and, you know...
Mhm.
Oh, now we're gonna commit to our No Miter. We're playing this really fair like a pub here.
Yeah, well, currently I've not seen anybody use a dead hard, and I know that. Oh, okay, I'll take to go into the locker. Interesting. I don't really know if that was the right play. But anyway, I was going to say maybe this Alan Wake has dead hard since I've not seen any other survivor use it thus far in the trial. No Miller usually gets tunneled out, so you want to try and slap on a few anti-tunnel perks. One of those perks could also be dead hard, but yeah, seeing him just hop in the locker means probably no dead hard, and
And we see
yeah, I
Scratchy's up.
still think. Oh, Scratchy's near the hook, and an unhook happens. I find this quite interesting. Well, what is this aura bug? I don't know why that
It's not really about
Alan
it.
Wake was
It just gives a
wiping.
hint that yeah, this guy has had a second win or reassurance put on him, and we know reassurance is like a unit banner mostly, so it's definitely second win. So we know this guy's second win. That might be our DH player, but we're not entirely sure. And our Fang putting
Oh
up a
my
really
gosh,
good
what a
dodge.
flare! And makes the filler as well, so has the M1. That if that chainsaw hit on the Fang there, that would have been the immediate death on the Fang because she was death hook, as well as this Alan Wake who greets the Shack generator, managing to get it done as well, meaning that this 4th generator is complete. So yeah, only 1 gen left until these gates open. But another death hook survivor who's found the chase. And now just getting chainsawed in the mid map. I think this will be our first kill of the game.
Yeah, and we'll just be taking our hook down towards the bottom side of the map here and just taking it. I think we might have a bit of a 3-gen, not entirely sure. We're gonna have to have our killer take a look real quick. We have...
Yeah,
Oh,
looks
yeah, we
to
got a
be
bit of a 3-gen.
3 gen.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is quite tight. Especially Gas Heaven. Usually 3 gens don't spawn that close together. Chances are, if the end game happens, especially with split hooks like this, on all 4 survivors, usually you'd see 4 different generators spread across the map completed. So really, having a 3 gen here is quite lucky for this hillbilly. As we see the chase on Ace be completely thrown to go back to Hook, where we find our Alan Wake, our no player. But he is Death Hook, so really his no middle will not get any value this game, I think.
You have a bit of powers to play here though, like, our killer can't commit this for too long unless he wants to let the gen pop here. Oh, it is absolutely
Oh,
insane
beautiful
dodge.
play again.
Yeah, we have to
So,
move this. We have to
yeah,
go back to gens.
just leaving. Yeah, perhaps this Billy thought that the hook on the Alan Wake would allow a Pop Goes the Weasel to be applied on one of these high progress generators, but seems to be that since he made that filler back around, that, well, it's just too much time that the Billy would have to spend chasing. And the Fang managing to use the rocks and the trees and the environmental hitboxes to, well, force the Billy to make a very, very critical error here, as a down would again allow the Pop Goes the Weasel to get a huge amount of value, get another survivor out of the trial. And yeah, it's just, I think now maybe the Billy might be panicking a little bit.
Yeah, we see a lot of scratches bottom side, and we're on our Fang once again. Our Fang having the window to still play with and force the M1. We're just gonna take it. Like, Fang's still pretty solid with even of this M1, so why not? We just go for 2 M1s possibly.
Perhaps, but even if that were the case, I think these generators are being pumped as quickly as they can possibly pump them, because we can see that our Billy immediately heads back to the middle generator, which is somewhat near Shack. Missing, oh no, not missing, just something to just hold this 3-gen as best they can, because, well, I think one of these generators is going to pop, so just has to commit for down eventually.
Yeah, and I feel like we should commit to ace for down here.
Yeah, aces are only fresh left, but using the live on that filler, getting away from the 3-gen setup, meaning that, yeah, the Billy just has to leave again. And I think, yeah, again, our Billy's just not being decisive enough, not taking chase onto any survivor really, just trying to feint out a few chainsaws on survivors, but finally getting the down on the Fang on this high progress generator. Let's see if this other generator pops for this time though.
Oh, we do pop a gen. Nice.
Oh,
A little bit of
incredible.
impatience
And the
going
ping
on
on the out as well.
And we do see our ace running around. This might be a dumb ace, we're not entirely sure yet. I feel like No Might be trying to wrap up back here. Yeah,
Absolutely. I think No Mither should always be doing that. Yeah. The No Mither survivor as well is quite critical in this, because if the No Mither survivor does get slugged, then of course you would have to pick them, because after around 25 seconds, 27 seconds, the No Mither player will automatically be picked up, and we can see that the gate on 11 is being worked by a No Mither survivor. I feel like, though, our Billy will just take the down here and not try and slug, because, yeah, this ace just should be able to get out. Oh, gets a pickup instead. Let's see.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think this thing's only worth one more stage, but every stage matters, right?
Yeah, our Fang's just going up towards main. Our Billy's going towards the gate at 8. And we have 2 people left. 3 stages at max out if everything goes really, really well for survivors. And our Billy just chains on around, not willing to let these 3 stages out. He wants to get this 4K0 on board. And we see Scratchy's mate. This is our Fang.
Is much easier.
Yeah, I mean, our Fang's only worth... Yeah, our Fang's only worth 1 stage.
Sorry.
So having our Fang die is not the worst thing, although it would be ideal to have them out just for the extra 1 stage out, just to make the win con a little bit easier. But we do spot out Ace, very unfortunate. And Ace is just most likely going to go down right now.
Unfortunate. Sorry for being impatient there.
I was just trying to... via Fang.
Yeah, the Fang. This is the key 1 stage out. It means a 4K0 would be a win, which I think is a lot more difficult. This extra stage getting out will make the win condition a lot tighter for next set, which will be Void playing the Hillbilly on the same map, Gas Heaven. And
I do believe it will be
have
Sinister playing the Hillbilly on the same map and not Void.
Sinister Hillbilly.
Yeah, this is Void's Hillbilly. But yeah, with that said...
this is Void's Hillbilly.
Yeah, with that said, we'll be back after a short intermission with Sinister's Hillbilly and Void Survivor. Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of our first set of our Void vs Sinister matchup of Blood Rush League Season 2 here. Now, we'll be seeing Dub Trouble taking Sinister's killer spot of playing the Billy here. Now, this wasn't Sinister's pick, but we know Dub's pretty good Billy, so this is going to be really good to watch. And as I say this, we're getting our Claudette, which is our Billy play from last game, spotted right off rip, breaking the door at main, and we're seeing another spider rotating 6, and I think Dub Trouble is... Yeah, I think Dub does not want to chase around main first thing, like, he knows that is not good for him. His macro is showing off here. And we do see 2 survivors breaking into a 4 lane. I feel like there's going to be at least a down that's coming through here. A 4 lane isn't known to be a particularly great tile. Now, I will be, once again, joined by Tavi. Tavi, give your thoughts on what's happening so far.
I will indeed. I think the start is a little bit cluttered from the survivors, but they've got managed to get out of it without any injuries or downs, which is quite good for them since we did see those two survivors stuck at the 4 lane. I think our Billy really could have gotten them down, but yeah, that just didn't happen. And now we're just heading to the bottom side of the map, trying to find our last survivor, who's the Nia. This is the only one we have not seen this game so far, but I don't think that was blood, so this will be a healthy survivor taking the chase around Shack, and our Billy will just step through the Shack window, applying the bamboozle, getting a little bit of value from that, as we probably see the Shack card drop. Oh, no, okay. Opting to play the window side of Shack to get a little bit of extra time getting the zoning. Oh, that is our no mitter. I've forgotten. My bad. No mitter does not show your blood stains. That is one of the upsides of the perk. However, the most downside is that you're injured, but he's bought enough time for the first generator to be popped. This is around 10 at least. Perhaps this is a 3-gen broken, actually. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we've gotten one gen done without having a single hook stage, that's not a great start for Dub, and that's normally what you see with Dub. Dub's normally very fast at getting these hook stages. He's having a bit of trouble here. Very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, a
We
bit
really
trouble
need to get this
indeed.
down, and we do get the down via Pacos. Let's go.
Oh. That okay, that is quite interesting. I think I was completely expecting to see uh our previous Billy player move get the spits 12 ping kind of thing and drop that pallet safely, but unfortunately does get downed through the pallet. This will be our first hook around Shaq, which yeah. Oh, and Shaq just pops as I say that. I was going to say allowing Shaq to regress from the ruin, but now it's popped. Now there's just no ruin to be applied on it.
And I mean, we have two gens left. Dub is in a lot of trouble right now. Dub needs to secure this 4K or he's in a really, really tough spot right now. He's not entirely sure what he wants to do. His gens are atrociously split, so it's not like he can hold down a 3 gen, I don't think. Yeah, he's in a really, really tough spot right now. I really want to see what happens, and we're just gonna check on our gens a little bit. I mean, around the hook, like, we're hooked like in between 3 gens, so that's not too bad, but in terms of 3 gens in general, that's not a great 3 gen there, but we're the hillbilly. No matter what, how far 3 gens are, it's still kind of a 3 gen, although the closer the better, no matter what, and we're chasing our, oh wow, we're going for freshes here, that's if, and we're screwing up, very unfortunate, the pre-vaulting, not working out.
I feel like our Billy player here is feeling the heat right now. I think what they've decided is that these survivors are playing extremely confidently. Managing to get those three generators done for the first hook, which is incredible, really. Incredible start for them. We can probably see why they picked this set. But yeah, just the confidence being exuded from these survivors playing the fillers with like knowledge of the Billy's power, and even Dwight deciding to like greed and stay around here. I don't really know why, but still manages to get away pretty safely with an M1, but it's not a down, so looking pretty up for them. You see the crow fly away, this Nia hops off this generator. Perhaps we can see Ruin applied, but I'm wrong. Ruin has been cleansed through our Thrill of the Hunt. This really means that we have Eruption and Bamboozle left, as Thrill of the Hunt has not been able to protect our Ruin. So really, with Ruin gone, it's just so much more difficult for our Hillbilly to get regression on the generators. Eruption just doesn't seem like enough when there are 2 gens remaining.
Oh, a really good
Oh,
360
beautiful.
flick! And I mean, we do have this down
Oh
now,
my
but
lord.
I don't know if that's gonna be enough to stop our gen from popping. Yeah, if we hook bottom mid and chainsaw
Yeah.
oh, I think it's enough. It's more than enough, actually. Our gen's only 50, thankfully for Dub, for now.
But just because we see one gen at 50 does not mean there's another gen that is not closer. These survivors have been working with gens crazy fast as we see the deliverance pop on the Dwight. Yeah, and now he's just lost like all the pressure of having people on hook or getting downs or chases because he's not in chase with anyone. He's got no one down. He's got no one hooked either. So it's just forced to take the chase onto the Dwight, getting a beautiful Sin card logic there, but unfortunately the Dwight understanding this takes it wide with the crouch tech, so really confident play there. Avoids managing to go down once again, and Billy seems to want to retreat and protect the generators, which are now gone. This last generator has popped. If any survivor escapes this trial, this will be pretty much a win condition. So yeah, I don't think that Billy will be able to come back from this is just incredible play from our survivors.
Yeah, and our gates open. That confirms our result of Void winning this first set here. Though I would like to remind everyone once
That
again, this was not Sinister's pick, to be fair. So they could easily come back through the second set, which is Cannibal, very interesting pick, and then our tiebreaker of Mastermind. So with that said, we will be back after a short intermission, I believe. But right before that, Harvey, do you have anything else to add?
That was such confidence exuded from Void survivors on the Billy set. This is a 4-stage result, can you believe it? On an S tier killer on a map with huge dead zones. Really, it is such a feat. It is such a pleasure being able to cast these games. It was just incredible seeing that happen. Welcome back, everybody, to Blood Ocean Season 2, Round 1. We'll see Sinister's Bubba now. We are going into the second set because Void had taken the first set, which is our Billy on Gas Heaven, pretty convincingly as a 4-stage result. It's quite an incredible showing from their survivor side. But we'll see Sinister's killer as Bubba taking the chase around main, taking the M1 onto Nia here, but deciding to leave to play Shaq because I thought it was run there. And now breaking the breakable door around Shaq and deciding to leave again, finding the Dwight on the edge map around this water tower. Smartly, he does pre-drop the pallet, and maybe we can see a clip, but no. He just plays it safely, and yeah, now the chase is on him. And again, I'm joined by Vino.
Yeah, we're playing
Vino.
patiently, swinging at something, not quite getting it. Oh, we get the stun. Absolutely immaculate timing, and now we're making it towards the 7-8 side of the map here. We do see Corrupt on board, and also the Note for safety reasons, and we have 8 Corrupt, so I feel like taking Chase towards Deep 8, assuming that the Wonders and Gallows would be a pretty decent play, but we do see a little bit of progress into Gallows, so our Survivor, a little bit of an unfortunate spot right now. We're trying to blind off. Oh, unfortunate getting down through the locker.
Yeah, I feel like this ace was just caught out here on this gallows generator and perhaps being impatient on the vault. It's hard to really be sure whether he would make anything from it, but we will see our first generator pop. Now, there's no pain res or pop that our killer has brought, but agitation instead, opting to use agitation to make basement hook. I believe really the only reason you would want to bring agitation in this Baba DDS set is to make a basement, and successfully does so. Also, managing to get a tag on the Dwight. I think, yeah, they just misjudged that agitation would be in play. And now our Baba is just pretty happy to just sit here and camp this till death, I think. But we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, Killer's not really playing that aggressive. He's just idling around the basement area. I wonder what our 3-gen's looking like. We might have a bit of a 3-gen. Killer's gonna need to look here. We have a bit of a 3-gen. Gallows, 8.
Oh, that's a beautiful 3-gen, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can just hold this down until death and then just play 3v1 and try to secure a 4 kill on that way. I feel like that's perfectly doable.
I think 4K is a little bit of a tall order on a Bubba, but seeing that the first down happened, one generator in, that is actually quite good for
Yeah,
a Bubba player
and
because
while
Bubba is
Bubba
known to
watches
be a
Soul
weak killer.
Survivor marinate on the hook, our Survivors banging out the gens. They're not taking this lightly. They want to bang out 3 gens at least if they're gonna get sent down to 3v1.
Yeah, I think the survivors will just have to sit the gens, force the Bubba to commit to somebody else, force them off the gen, and see
Our
if they
Bubba
can
is
get the unhook, or maybe they just let them die.
I mean, Obama was really, really paranoid of someone stuffing in to get the pull, or even just get on his 3-gen, but clearly these survivors do not care about his 3-gen for now. They just want to get any other gen that's not part of a 3-gen, banging out of the way, just so they have an easier time a bit later, secure a little bit better win con, because I know pushing a 3-gen like this, especially with basement hook, like right around it, it's very, very risky, and survivors are choosing to play safe. Pretty smart decision. I would do the same if I was in this situation.
Yeah, I think our survivors need to try and get another generator done before this. I believe it is our ace dies here on hook, but the deadlock will make sure that the main generator was blocked for an additional 25 seconds, as our Baba will just play this. Oh
Oh, I
no,
wonder
never
why
mind.
we didn't commit that.
Decided
That
to
could
go
have been
back
an edge
check.
map down. have been a down. I wonder why we didn't commit. I think we're just like so paranoid about the save coming through. But yeah, while we confirmed the death of our survivor, we see this reset coming through. Main's absolutely cranking, and Claude just sitting down around the 4-5 area, just playing it really slow. Like we're just happy to let our ace die. And we're going down
I
to
think that is the correct decision. Now, I believe it's the correct decision to let him die because if you try and get the save and then someone goes down without being able to get the save, it is horrendous for the survivors, as we will have probably a death on the ace, and then additionally we'd see another survivor in basement. So really playing safe there, I think, was the correct play as they head into this 3v1, and really this bubble, we'll just have to see what they do with the 3-gen situation right now.
I mean, we do have Noid in our back pocket in case things do not go our killer's way. That looks pretty much useless now because we're down to 1-gen corrupts out. So we're now operating off of 1 puck for the time being. 1 puck will activate when endgame happens, and our boy just playing pretty well for the window. Get in Locket Dwight. Oh, never mind. Absolutely perfect timing. We run out of tokens and we get to force this. Oh, we're getting a little bit lost here. We're just going to check it
For
around.
VTech as well. Oh, that's fun. That's kind of funny seeing the FOB tech come in and a swing coming in from our bubble player, Olivia, but not hitting the Dwight, just dropping the pallet instead, and that will cause the bubble to leave. Now seeing crows around the 8 area means that a survivor is around here working this generator, playing this filler pallet, which I will see. I would expect to see the bubble to just break. But oh, maybe losing the survivor. What is this?
Yeah, survivor breaks away.
A
Check this out as
survivor
well.
does
That's
make Shack now.
crazy. That is crazy. Like, our survivors just need to desperately break away to 1, I feel.
I think our Nia's making a slight mistake here running Shack as they're running back into the
it's not
gen.
really that big of a deal. I mean, if we use Shack and then make distance towards 1, that's not exactly the worst thing in the world. But we're seeing our killer just go back to 8. We also see decent progress in 5. Our survivors are playing this 3v1 extremely well. Like, you know, like, they're cruising along. Like, I feel like they half expected us coming in, like, you know, 1 survivor dies, like, you know, killer secures kill, and rattle split, we're down to 3v1 at 1-gen, something like that. We're seeing a lot of progress on 5. Our survivors just on their A game with their pre-leaving.
I feel like they're making the correct decision here. The 5 generator is safer than the generator on Gallows or 8. If I was the survivors here, I would be coming to have a survivor on the Gallows generator and also double out that 5 generator, because as soon as they commit to 5, then the Gallows person can jump on the generator, but then as soon as they go to Gallows, then they
oh
can
my god, that
out
is
5
crazy. That is crazy
like,
that is not a down. We do get a down, but we tantrum. That's a waste of time. Yeah. Oh, we're taking pick. What a... That is not ideal. Our survivors could... Oh, and that's the last generator popping. We're gonna hold the 99.
The 99. Nope, they're not.
And there we go.
Okay, so they just popped the last generator here.
I think we might... I wonder if we're gonna take our 6th stage or try to greed for more.
I think our survivors are going to have perhaps some difficulty securing 6 stages out, because the Noed in the back pocket, as they say, will allow this Bubba to perhaps get a lot more lethality. I don't think Noed's been called out yet. There's not really any way that they know.
Okay, I mean, our survivors...
And yeah, our survivors have to play very careful.
They're getting his pull. We've got BT.
Did you see the chainsaw?
Oh no.
Let's see if this Claudette makes a window here. They do not make the window.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate.
And
we see the gate
is on the gate though.
Pretty much ready. And we get a fresh out. Yeah, now it's fresh, that's out. Everyone is fresh except for our dead survivors, so that's good already. Securing 3 stages out.
That is 3 stages out the door, additional 3 stages.
I wonder if Dwight's just trying to prep that gate at 3 and get out as soon as possible. Oh, we're going for pick here. Greeting. Well, we're really greeting for I believe that's 9 minus 1. That's 8 stages out. Yeah. I wonder if that's possible.
I'm not entirely sure now. Noed, remember everyone, Noed does give you like a 4% haste. So even if this main building chase is taken, they might not be aware that this Bubba is pretty fast. And with the shoes, maybe being able to catch up to this Claudette, this track pallet is dropped. Oh, but Claudette.
Hatch play. We're playing for
maybe running for Hatch. Let's see whose ping is better here.
Oh, okay, we lose the hatch
and our
standoff,
bubbles
but
make it
we
better.
have to gain at 7. I don't really know if we're gonna make it, though. With the no-one in play, most likely no. Oh, we're going for chainsaw! Why
Seems
are we
close.
chainsawing? Oh my god. Wait, no, our chainsaw's actually pretty fast. We might barely get this. Point tech? No!
Oh,
That
that's
is...
very close.
That is the 4-stage confirmed! That is
That's 4 stages on the
absolutely
bubble.
crazy!
That's incredible.
No!
That
I
is
feel like I would
a
have just,
lot
like...
more achievable.
I feel like I would have just, like, walked it down, like, with the no speed, I would have got, like, the time spent revving up the chainsaws, the time, you spend being slower revving up chainsaw, that, absolutely cocked out killer over. Very, very unfortunate, and now our killer from our killer from Void, all they really have to do is achieve 5 stages, and even though, like, Bubba wasn't Void's pick, I feel like Void's gonna be able to achieve 5 stages on the Bubba. With that said, we will be back after a short intermission. Hello, and welcome back to what could possibly be our final set. Yeah, final game of our second set of Glorious League here. If our killer from Void does this to us successfully. Now, our killer from Void, all they need to do, get 5 stages, and we're gonna see how this pans out for them. Our survivors, pretty solid roster. We can see a comeback, and we can see a tiebreaker set being played out.
Now, it is possible to get 4-stage, sorry, Tavi here. It is possible to see a 4-stage result or less on the Bubba set, but if we think about it realistically, Bubba can always secure a kill in the end game. So, if we think about it, that means that Bubba already has 3 stages. So, all they really need to do is get 2 stages to achieve the win here. And unfortunate bug on the tantrum means that they will have to waste all 3 charges just for no reason. But yeah, this is, I guess, still not a terrible start. Baba does still have 40 seconds left of the corrupt intervention as they take the M1 onto our Yuri right now, who will decide to play Water Tower palette. And our Baba maybe going for some clips here. This is quite interesting, but unfortunately, running out of charges means that our Yuri will be able to keep their health state and finally, well, okay, I'm kind of waffling right now. You will be able to get back to 6 right now, safely making this filler on the rocks, but pathing towards our little wagon filler, which is connected to Shack. This is quite powerful, but yeah, it just goes down. That's unfortunate.
Breaking away from pallet is we're not going for basement hook. That's a little bit interesting. I mean, to be fair, like our killer's win condition is so low, it's not really necessary to play that aggressive. We could just go for like 4 freshes and then secure one at the end, and that'll still be good enough for the win condition for Void's killer.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think our killer just knows all they need is 2 stages and then 1 kill on any fresh hook survivor to secure the win. So taking the pain resonance instead on our 9 tile here and heading back to hook, finding the Claudette, doing some nice little mind game micro to get the down, but our Claudette is under pallet. I'm not sure if we'll see a pallet save.
Yeah, no,
We
this
will
is not going
not
to be a
because
pallet save. We're giving off our second stage at 5 gens remaining. Not a great look so far. Like, we can only afford 2 more stages. Actually, no, we can only afford 1 more stage if we want to win. 2 more stages if we want to tie this up. And yeah, I mean, do keep in mind that, we only have 2 freshes, so getting like 4 freshes and 4 stages, that's still going to be automatic loss. Like, it's not even going to be a tie.
yeah, our survivors are in a pickle right now, but luckily we do see the first generator pop, but I feel like it's just too late now. They don't have enough gen pressure, they don't have enough people working efficiently on the gens because they have to play quite greedy for the win condition, and it is just quite a tall order to meet. I'm not sure what the buff are doing right now. Maybe just holding this position here, seeing if they see any edge map survivor come into the pool, which they do. And if this is a trade, this is pretty much the win condition met, because if they can secure this kill on the survivor who just got the unhook, which is a Jake, if they can secure the down, then they can pretty much secure the death because anti-camp is not allowed, and so our Jake will probably just sit here and die on hook,
Yeah,
as our Bubba will do some very entertaining action of sitting in front of hook, but
I mean,
no.
our Baba could just do the standstill tech on the hook, the most powerful tech in the game. eat some soup while waiting out the game, and that's it. That's his win con. He just has to do the standstill, pick and eat his soup.
Look, I respect the Baba for not doing this. Usually you just want to play for the win condition, but our Baba is deciding to give us some more interesting gameplay rather than the very boring standstill tech, as Vino called it. Opting to chase our Fang here, who's also fresh, and the chase will go onto main. Luckily, this main generator is done. But we see scratches here. Maybe there's someone else. No, just deciding to go into main. Maybe going back to hook.
Yeah, we're gonna go for our. Yeah, that's definitely not fresh. That's gonna be a second stage, but. And we get it down.
Oh, and getting it down through the power. This
I mean, oh
it's
yeah,
just
like,
pleasure to see this.
once again, our killer could just hook this Claude, go AFK, do the stance attack, order some Uber Eats, get themselves some Macca's or something, and pick Choco and still guarantee themselves the win. That's how tough, like, our survivors win cons are. Like, our killer could just pretty much spend half the game ordering Uber Eats, and, you know, survivors still lose. Very unfortunate.
And really, if this Bubba just stood in the corner doing nothing for an additional 3 minutes, this would still be the win, because this is fresh hooks, I believe, which has been accumulated to be an extra point, which even if they would not get any more stages, would mean that they win through the 1 point that the extra fresh hook would give. So I think this is just a win to void now.
Look,
Even if the
honestly,
survivors
respect
put
to
a
this
shot
Bubba for playing the game out. Respect to this Bubba. Like, truly, like, I respect this Bubba for, like, actually, like, you know, like, respecting his opponent, playing the game out, giving us, like, some content to cast over, and we're getting... Yeah, we're downing someone who... Ooh. We haven't actually got our last rush yet, I just noticed. I was just checking my notes. We haven't got our thing yet.
That is not, yes. Our Fang is not fresh, yes, you're correct. But
And with all our
other
jokes
killer,
aside,
Olive,
we have secured the win. 2-0 for Void with that. Now, what's left is to see how well Sinister can play the remainder of the set.
yeah, Sinister Survivors looking to try and get as many stages out possible, just to play it for fun, treating it like a scrim. But any practice is better than no practice, so really, they just play for best condition, best stages out. As we see the Fang, our final survivor, who's fresh, taking the chase here. And yes, you're correct, it is the best result. My bad, Vito.
I mean, like, it's not over for Sinister yet. They've got a losers bracket to be in. They could easily make a comeback from that. Like, I trust Sinister to make a comeback. Like, they're just gonna play for their best result right now, lock in on the losers bracket, and then they'll climb their way back up in the main bracket eventually for the finals, hopefully.
Yeah, if we look at Sinister Survivor players, the one name that stands out to me is Levaille or Leville. I'm not sure if he's French, but if he is French, that is how you pronounce it, because I see them regularly on the EU comp players streams. I believe they also moderate for one of them, but I don't remember who. So they do have a quite strong player on their team. So I would like to see them fight it out in the losers bracket, but for now, we're focused on the game, where we have Fang on the hook, 2 survivors, healthy, 1 injured, 2 gens left. So again, looking to play best result. What do you think would probably be going on with the generators, Vino?
I mean, I feel like we know where 2 survivors are. One's in hook, one's in chase. I mean, I feel like the 2 of them would just be trying to do gens, so one could be rapid football, one's in a gen somewhere. And we get a tantrum down, and while Bubba's throwing a tantrum, we're going to take a look at our gen pressure going on. Yeah, we have a super good football, but yeah, we're still going to hit second here, very unfortunate. So now we have 7 stages, we actually have all 8 stages. Like, this is like fully like a pub match. We've actually like secured 8 stages before killing anyone. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me.
I believe our Claudette is actually our last hook, was not Death Hook, so it would make it 7
pretty sure
stages.
Claude
And
is
this
Death
Claudette,
Hook here. This might just be a bug of our game. My notes indicate that Claude is Death Hook. We'll see, we'll see.
oh yeah, maybe this Claudette is Death Hook. I think they got hooked again on the edge map as they went down after getting, I think a pull on the Jake or something. So is this the first kill of the game? It will be indeed. So the first kill coming in, 2 generators left. Things have just, I think throughout this game, just gone really well for the Bubba. We've gotten some nice chainsaws. maybe hit the record clip button a few times. There have been some nice chainsaw downs that I've seen this Bubba pull off. And I think we'll see another one as Levier Jake hops into a locker.
I'd
And
imagine.
mistiming
Yeah,
as
I'd
well.
imagine our killer spamming the Alt F10 key right now. Getting an NVIDIA Shadow Play clip, making a little bit of a meme gif. POV Levelia Survivor.
And that's another death onto Levier because all Ace hooks previously have been accumulated
And we
as
have
the
no
last
one as
generator.
well to help secure our win con if necessary. That is just peak to me, and we're securing dump trouble. We are so speedy. But yeah, this is most likely going to be a 4K0. Our gate RNG looks pretty atrocious for our Survivor as well. Like, we just hook this close hatch and just sit in between two gates. Like, the fact that I get. Oh, never mind. We have just one Survivor just getting
What
the
is on
gate
the
off
gate?
of rip.
And maybe on Noed will get an extra bit of just swinging on the U instead.
Fair
Maybe
enough,
see where the
honestly,
gates
fair
go open.
enough. I don't blame our killer from voiding it. Boys played extremely well tonight. They deserve it.
And yeah, that secures a win. So Void going up 2-0 in our round one bracket of Blood Rush League. I think Void showed their confidence on both the survivor sets and also their killer set, setting a pretty decent win condition both times for the respective second half team to set the win. Okay. But nevertheless, they won quite fairly, quite fair and square. It was, I believe, there's 4 stages twice, Vino. So yeah, very well played from Void.
Yeah, 4 stages twice. Like, Void Survivors are just popping off tonight. Absolutely locked in. And with that said, we might be back in another 45 minutes with another game. I believe it would be, let me check my notes once again, it would be Decay versus Imperial. However, we're having some issues to match up, so this matchup might not go through, but if it does, we'll be back up in 45 minutes with that matchup. And that's it. That's all for me for now.